Since we put new flooring in my office slash cat room, painted it, and have kind of reorganized things in here, I thought I would kind of show it off to a few of you guys. This is engineered hardwood. It's a dark brown. If you pull up here a little bit, you can see. And it's kind of obviously reflective right now because I have some lights on in here. But it's pretty dark. There's Miss Lolabelle. So yeah, my husband painted the walls a putty, sort of it's called putty. It's kind of a off-white, between an off-white and a gray color. And I don't have anything up on the walls too much yet. That's the next thing we're going to probably do this weekend. But here is a bead desk. I call it the bead desk. It's an old computer desk. I was actually going to get rid of this because I don't really make jewelry in here too much anymore because I have certain little helpers, like Miss Lola, that I just can't make jewelry in here now. So I make it in another room. And I was going to get rid of this desk, but it's worked out that it's handy for the printer. We have our routers and modem and stuff down there. Kitty Nummies here. And then this is, I usually have a stack of books and magazines that I always need to read. A lot of them are craft and jewelry related because I write book reviews. So this is sort of my, in the near future, I need to write book reviews for these books that I have been sent. Here are magazines that I need to take a look at, that I need to maybe write stuff about or just peruse through. Greeting cards here, that kind of thing. So these are kind of my need to sort of read and do something with as far as writing goes in the fairly near future, in the next few months. I also, when I rearranged things, I moved this old Papasan chair that we had years ago that was sitting in the living room, and I thought about getting rid of it, but the cats really like it, and it's just nice to have some place in here where I can kind of just sit and read and look through magazines when I want to. So I went ahead and found some room in here. That's an old, obviously an old Afghan I made, and that is a wrap slash shawl that I keep in here when I get cold. I also put in a little cat bed. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little kitty cat's bed, so if they want to hang out underneath there. And of course we have cat toys here on the floor. Miss Lola in a little bed. More cat toys. And if I keep coming around here, I have a cabinet that I keep, if I can open it. Obviously this is in the way. But I have stamps in here, stamp pads, paper supplies, especially papers that, like I want to keep them flat. So this is actually an old music stand. This, if I go in here, there's a hole. See, I could push underneath here. There's a hole. So you would put your music papers and stuff in there, I guess, so they wouldn't get all messed up. And here I have, this is a fold and file. This is a 31 product that I like. I have a number of these almost on every desk that I have. So I have things in here for school, little notepads and things. Paperwork that I need for school that I don't want to have a huge filing cabinet, but I just kind of make this little sort of a one drawer filing cabinet that you can move around. And then here's another cabinet. This looks like an old library type cabinet. It's not old. My husband bought it for me for Christmas. I think he got it from Signals. And here I have, most of it is jewelry supplies. I have pearls. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. I have more pearls. Let's see, I have hemp fiber. Here's some, I'm going to do some bead crochet. So I have these beads that I recently purchased, and I'm going to maybe crochet them with this sparkly thread. And on top of that, I have another little, these are called carry-all caddies from 31. I love these because you can just put all kinds of stuff in them. I have little Post-its here, Post-it notes, Kleenex, office binder supply things. And let's see, my bulletin board. I used to actually use this to have strings of beads on. But yeah, cats. Young cats. My old cats didn't mind so much, but these youngins, they get into things. So here's my, I'll hand back a bit, here's my computer desk, and I have my kitty inbox here. There's usually a cat hanging out here. In fact, there's usually a cat. This is a primo spot here, so I'm surprised somebody's not here. They all, now that I pulled the camera out, most of them ran off. Except for Lola, she loves to get filmed. So I have a few more of these, again, these little carry-all caddies because, well, like I have one here for my box of Kleenex, pens that I need to use, and I don't like them flinging all over the place because, again, cats knock them around. This table I wasn't originally going to put in here. I was actually going to try to get rid of a desk. I mean, I have 3 desks in here. But when we were moving the furniture, we kind of just threw this in the other room. I threw this old dog bed on it that Little has, you know, tasted a few times. And this is all going to be tossed out. And then, of course, the cats said, hey, we really like this. And so now, again, this is usually full of 2 to 3 cats, but everybody's gone. So I have this little blanket on there for them. And then, hello, Miss Lulabelle. Okay, so then what else? Underneath here, I have works in progress, knitting, crochet, sewing, bags of yarn, odds and ends, crafty odds and ends. This is a little table. This thing is ancient. I think, geez, Michael probably had this. My husband probably got this when he was in college. But it's perfect height for cats to sit on and look out the window. And you can see I actually have shortened the curtains so that they can have a little spot there. And there's a little blankie for them. And then I have, if this will show up, yeah, there's a comforter, an old comforter I have underneath here too, so they can snuggle underneath there. And then they can jump up here and get on the bookcase, hang out in the mango box, which is another comfy spot. And then I have what's called a junior cube. It says odds and ends on it. That's got odds and ends of jewelry stuff. Some of it are things that I might use for future projects. I've kind of separated them out. Things that maybe vendors have sent me and I'm going to do something with them as far as a project or article or something. And let's see, then I have this bookcase which was packed full, but I ended up going through a lot of my craft books and getting rid of some and giving them away. And now I have space, but of course in another room I have way more books that I have to go through. So these little spots here will be filled up very soon. These curtains look horrible. I washed them per the instructions on the tag and they practically disintegrated. So I will be getting new curtains. I will be getting a new desk chair. I'm also going to get some sort of carpet underneath the chair. So those are things that I still need to get. I'm kind of waiting to make sure, see if there's anything else I kind of need to get here. And we have the closet. We removed the doors because I don't really use this as a closet for anything but, ta-da, fabulous cat boxes. So yeah, so there's the doors just kind of get in the way for that. Oh, and then I have inside here, over this way, an old filing cabinet. I have, yeah, it says dissertation notes. I have other things in here besides notes for my dissertation, but I have some really cool stuff that I researched when I was doing my dissertation, and there are things that some of them were interlibrary loan that were really hard to get, articles that you'll hardly ever be able to find, and I just can't bring myself to get rid of them. So they're tucked away in this box. And that is it. That is the room with the fabulous new dark wooden floor that we are now thinking of putting in the living room, especially because we got this from Home Depot and they are no longer going to be carrying this type of flooring. And this is the second room that my husband's done with this flooring, so he's kind of familiar with how to, you know, put it all together now. But yes, definitely loving the wood over the carpet any day.